Hi, it's Cara Whedbee again with Simply Magical Vacations by Cara. I am live to you this evening from my office at home, and we're going to talk about how to make your Disney dream vacation affordable as promised. So there are several more videos that I have posted on my site here at Simply Magical by Cara. So if you'll go up to the videos link at the top of the page and click on that, you'll be able to see all the other videos. I might reference some of those, so just wanted to make sure you knew where they were. The video that's pinned to the top of my page talks about some of what I'm going to talk about tonight, but if you want to know the best way that you can make your Disney vacation affordable, then that would be to book it with me. So the first video talks about how my services are free. They are complimentary. So that's the first good decision you can make. You can have a great vacation and you don't owe me a dime to do it. So that's the first step in getting your dream Disney vacation at an affordable price. So after you talk to me by clicking on Book Now and getting your quote request, then let's talk about how you can save even more money to make your Disney destination vacation more affordable. So one of the things I wanted to talk about tonight was how Disney lets you pay for a Disney vacation and how they let you book them. I think that it's not clear sometimes that Disney lets you book your vacation up to 499 days in advance. So that's 499 days in advance. So all you need to book your Disney vacation at Walt Disney World is $200. That's it. It's a $200 deposit. You put it down, it books your whole package. Everything that we're going to do for you, tickets, dining, your room, whatever, it all gets booked as one package price, and all you need is $200 down as your deposit in order for you to start making your payments. Disney lets you make those payments once you put your $200 deposit down all the way up until 30 days out from the time you travel. So think about it. If you're planning your trip in advance, like I highly recommend, you're booking with me, so that part's already free for you. And then you're taking that $200 investment and then you're paying on it all the way up until 30 days out. You have almost 500 days to pay for your trip. And Disney has already released the 2017 dates for most of their destinations. The only one we're still waiting on is Disneyland. For some reason, they haven't released those yet for 2017, but everything else has been released, and that includes Walt Disney World, Disney Cruise Line, Disney Aulani, which is their Hawaii resort, Adventures by Disney. All of their destinations for 2017 have been released, so everything Disney other than Disneyland, you can book now, 499 days in advance, which as of right now is sometime in the first week or so of November of 2017. So that's really good news. Take what they're giving you, put your $200 down, and then make your payments. You don't have to worry about it. It is so much easier to do it that way so that you're not overwhelmed with, okay, my quote says that my price is going to be $6,000 and I have to have $6,000 and I don't have that. No, you have to have that eventually in 499 days, but you don't have to have that today. Today, to book your trip, you just need $200. So that's something that I think a lot of people don't know and don't understand about how Disney works. They also have advanced payment options for cruise line as well. On a cruise, it's a little bit different. Your deposit is 20% of whatever the total price is for the cruise, and then you make payments all the way up until 75 days out. So it's slightly different, but they still allow you to book in advance with a low number without having to pay your full price, and then make payments all the way up until about 75 days out. The other thing you need to know is, and Disneyland allows pre-booking too and allows payments all the way up until 30 days out. The other thing you need to know about discounts with Disney is there are military discounts available, and I get a lot of questions about this, so let me just clarify who qualifies for a military discount with Disney. It has to be active military with an active military ID. So unless you have that ID to prove that you are still active in the military, you can't get the discounts for Disney World. So those military discounts are reserved only for active military. We appreciate your service. Disney appreciates your service, and they want to make sure that they reward you for it. So it's active military only. The way you get tickets is, if you're active military, is you go to the ticket person on your base, which you know who that is. So you go to the person on your base and you say, I want my 6 4-day park hoppers for Disney World and I want to buy them today. Your 4-day park hopper is roughly $189 per person, which is way cheaper than what you're going to pay as part of a package for Disney World. So that is the rate that they give to our military, and there's a limit of 6 per year. So if you're going and you're thinking you're going to go more than once, then just make sure you understand that you get 6 total of those 4-day park hoppers per year. If you want to know what a park hopper is, go watch my tickets video. So that is what they offer the military. They also give you very large discounts on room reservations as well. So military discounts are available to anyone who has an active military ID, and I can find out the pricing for you just by calling. So all you have to do is click on Book Now, fill out the quote request, tell me you're active military, and we'll go from there. Okay? They also have active military discounts for cruises as well. And though, like I said, those dates have already been released for 2017. The other discounts Disney offers happen throughout the year, and they're pretty predictable. We as Disney travel agents have a very good idea of when they're coming and most likely what they're going to be. They do tell us in advance. Usually it's a couple of days in advance, but we do kind of get a heads up that a deal is coming. So throughout the year, the ones that I know of are, there's always a spring deal, and it's usually a room rate discount of about 25% for Disney World. In the summer, there's a room rate discount, and it's usually about 30% for Disney World. In the fall, there's always a back-to-school discount, but they give 2, or at least this year, they gave 2 different deals in the fall. Now, you can't book them both together, but they gave one that was 25% off room discount, and the other is free dining. Now, there were more restrictions on the free dining discount. So it depends on which resort you're staying at, which free dining plan you're going to get, but you were allowed to upgrade and just pay the difference. So there's a lot of different restrictions on that one. So that's why I think they offer 2. Sometimes it's actually cheaper to take the room discount than it is to get the free dining. So definitely you want someone like me looking into that for you and seeing which one is cheaper for whatever kind of trip you're wanting to do. And then there's always some blackout dates and how they do their discounts, especially over the holidays. So over Thanksgiving, there's some blackout dates and some of those offers. Over Christmas, they pretty much end right before Christmas usually. So usually somewhere around the 20th, 21st, sometimes a little before that is when the discounts will end for the year. Also, if you're military and you're wanting to get the military discount, those end about December 19th or so. So when they release those for the next year, they usually release them from January 1st all the way to about December 19th. So those are a little bit different as well. As far as the deals go, we talked about you can book in advance up to 499 days in advance. A lot of people are scared to do that because they're worried that they're going to miss out on these deals that I just mentioned for Disney World. No, you won't miss out on them. Disney gives us, as your travel agent, a heads up on what those deals are and when they're coming out and what the discount's going to be and whether or not the package you picked is going to be excluded from that discount. There are some hotels and certain kinds of rooms that are always excluded from a Disney discount. And that's another thing most people don't know. So when I'm doing a quote, for instance, I did one for a family, 2 families that are traveling together in 2017 in the summer. And they picked Port Orleans French Quarter, which is a great resort. It's very compact, so it's easy to get to your bus transportation. It's easy to get to your restaurants. It's really great when it comes to walking and saving the amount of time you walk. However, because it's so compact and because it's usually such a great deal, that's one of the resorts that's never on the list as having a discount. So when they come out with those room discounts, that one's never going to be on the list. It's always going to be excluded. Other rooms that are usually excluded would be the Little Mermaid rooms at Art of Animation. Usually 3-bedroom grand villas at any of the deluxe villa resorts are going to be excluded. Sometimes the other villas are too, but sometimes they'll allow those. So it just really depends on which deal it is and what Disney is allowing you to do. There are definitely certain rooms at Alani that are excluded, but Alani has discounts as well. Usually theirs are in the off season. So right now they've got one for about 30% discount, but you have to book it by a certain time in September, and it's for the next year. So whenever you want to know what the discount is, your Disney travel agent already knows, and when I go to do your quote request, I'm going to try all the different discounts until I find you the best quote for each resort that you're looking at. And then when I send you your quote request, I'll explain to you which discounts I factored in there. The other thing you need to know is when you book in advance, because Disney tells us what the discounts are going to be in advance, then we tell you. So I say, okay, Mr. So-and-so, you're going at this time of year. Now Disney has released that they're going to have a discount for your particular hotel room and your particular dining plan, and it's going to be this amount. Now, if I go in there on the day that they allow the discounts or allow us to start changing your package to the discount package, I always ask your permission if I can change your room, because sometimes if you switch to a different hotel to get the deal, then you get a much cheaper quote than what you were already starting to pay on. So I always ask your permission, because this is done at about 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm going in there and changing your package to the discount package, and it tells me what the difference is going to be, so I can determine before I change it if that's going to save you money or not. But if it is, and you've given me permission to do whatever I need to do to save you money, then I'm going to go in there, and sometimes I change the room that you're in. Sometimes I change the resort. Sometimes if it's the free dining, we may change the dining plan that you're on. But I get your permission first before I do that. Whatever I'm going to do, it's going to save you money. So if I go in there and I try to change the package and it's not going to save you any money, the package you booked is cheaper than what the deal is offering, then I'm not going to change it. I'm going to leave it alone. So I've got your best interest at heart. I'm going to go in there and try to save you money, but if it doesn't, then I'm not going to change anything. All right, so that's how those work. So you're not going to miss out on any of the discounts that Disney releases throughout the year just because you booked 499 days in advance. Another question I get is, what if I'm a Disney Visa card holder? How do I get that discount? Sometimes they'll send you, as a Visa card holder, different discounts in the mail, and it'll have a PIN number on it. All you do is you can just take a picture of it and text it to me, or you can just give me your PIN number, and it allows me to go in and book it by the PIN number. So I can still book those as well. Disney Visa card holders usually get first pick at the new deal. So if Disney's releasing a new deal for the spring, my Disney Visa card holders are going to get advance notice on that, and they're going to get to book their package before anybody else. So that's the advantage of having a Disney Visa card. Some people ask about that. Yes, I can book those. It's no problem. If you want to use your reward points from your Disney Visa card to pay for your vacation, I can do that as well. You just convert them to your Disney Rewards points card and give me that number, and I go in and use that to pay for your trip. So that's all possible through me as well. The other thing that people like to pay with is Disney gift cards, and those are great. You can buy those at Sam's Club online or somewhere like that, where you get a whole package of them and you're saving like $25. You know, you can get $100 worth of cards, but for $75. So that's a great way to pay for a trip too. I have a website that I can go on and combine a whole bunch of cards together. So I can go in and just pay with a couple of cards. So it's definitely possible to do that as well. I highly encourage you to have Disney gift cards for when you go on your trip, so that you can use them to connect to your Magic Band or to your room that connects to your Magic Band, and that way you can pay for your charges through your Disney gift cards without having to bring any cash. So that's another nice thing to have when you're going on your trips. I would say a lot of people ask about Disneyland. Do they offer discounts? Sometimes. I've seen one this entire year for Disneyland. It was 25% off, but it was for a limited number of months because of their 60th anniversary celebration. But they don't offer discounts very often. And then another question I get is, does Disney Cruise Line offer discounts? Not really. The one thing that they do for a discount is, instead of having you pay a 20% deposit, sometimes they'll cut the deposit in half, and that's their deal. So you only have to put 10% down to book your Disney cruise rather than 20%. But they usually do not give discounts except if you're active military and you're getting the military sailing discount. So that's another thing people ask about. So there's the answer to that question. Again, Alani has discounts, and they offer them at different times of the year, usually for the off-peak seasons, which is a great time to go. It's not crowded. Hawaii's great all year long. So they do offer discounts as well. And like I said in a dining plan video, they now have a dining plan as well. All right, so any questions? I have covered what I wanted to cover about discounts that are available and why it's an advantage to book in advance. So if you have any questions, just let me know. If not, then we'll be done for today. Going once? Going twice? Okay, I must be really good at this. So I must have answered all your questions. So if you have any more, feel free to message me on my page. Once again, click on Book Now if you're ready to get a quote, because now you know the advantage of booking in advance. You can save money on your trips. Also, if you have any more questions that I didn't answer in this video, but I referenced another video, then click on my video section and you'll be able to watch the other videos in the series so far. This has been Simply Magical Vacations by Cara. Have a great night. Bye-bye.